Hi everyone, a few more lamps to put up. Sorry they're actually in the collection and tied down, so I can't obviously light them up. It's just a very quick video for today, which is Tuesday as far as I can remember at 9:55 UK time. Anyhow, I've been collecting these lamps for a long time, and it is nice to see what other people collect, and there's a vast lot of knowledge out there. Believe me, I'm still learning. So here we are, there's a few neons that I was going to put up, well, I'm putting up for Alex. I think he's quite keen on neons as well. If anyone's interested in lamps, have a look at the lighting gallery net. I'm not actually in there at the moment. I was, but I wasn't too well a few years ago. Got a little bit of heart trouble. Hopefully sorted now, so I'm going to try and rejoin. Anyhow, let's have a look at some of these. I'm holding these up with great difficulty. These are, say, pinned down to a board. This is a very old carbon filament I'll get it right in a minute, pip top. I'm not really awake yet. You've got these tubular lamps. They're filled with neon gas. Another one there. If anyone knows what these were used for, I'd be very grateful. What do you think these are, Alex? As I say, you seem to know, well, you do know quite a bit about these lamps. It's always appreciated. Anyhow, coming down the list, we've got an American standard base. It's quite large on the film. It's just that I've sort of focused it so it blows the picture up. A nice little neon. You've got another one there. These are either Westinghouse or GE. Another one. They're neons. No, sorry, it's moving about a bit. I've got a whole load of these. Not a job lot, but they were being sold off cheap on eBay, and I ordered them and picked them up. I've had these a year, well, more than a year or so. Walking down the list there. CM is Chicago Miniature, an American company. That one's by GE. You can see a name on there. Another Chicago Miniature. I mean, such ways I can show you what the actual neons are. There's another GE one. Here we have, I think this is probably an English one. Sorry if it's jumping about a bit. Another neon there. Back to another one of those. They're quite nice, these. These were the same size envelope as the American 7.5 watt lamp as a night light. They're quite choice now, these 7.5 watt lamps. God, if I remember that when I was a kid visiting America, I should have brought a box full back. Anyhow, that's this is the neon version, obviously. Another one there. How are we doing? I think this is a newer one. I think these were on eBay, if I can remember rightly. That looks to me like a flicker candle. Another flicker candle there. Well, that's a few of the other neons I've got. Let's have a look at the other side. It's very difficult getting across to these things because this room is really loaded up with stuff. I have to be careful. I think I have shown these before, if not on YouTube, they will be on a lighting gallery. This was done years ago. There's neons there, they're English neons, pygmy sign type lamp. Neons. I believe these were Atlas. A few others there. I don't know how these are going to turn out. This is, I say, just a quick video. This one there we're looking at is a typical Siemens arrangement of electrodes inside. Another one there. A smaller one. Now that one there we're looking at was used, I don't know how they used these, but our old trolleybuses that used to be in England, I remember trolleybuses well. In fact, I used to use one to go to school. It's very shame that they were taken off our roads. They were good. Well, anyhow, this, I think it's a Siemens lamp, was used in the trolleybus system. I don't exactly know how it was used. If anyone knows this, let us know. I'd like to know. It's an interesting lamp. I think a lot of these lamps came from a collector up in Yorkshire who moved away to Spain. Another neon. I'm trying to hold the camera as still as I can, so please excuse me if it is jumping about a bit. There's a reflector neon there. Another one there. Excuse the dust on them. I also collect antique dust, as you can probably see. Now, oh yeah, that's a neon, what we're looking at. I think that's an English one. That is a voltage regulator lamp. A neon. So many of these. A tubular one. It's nice seeing these because there's a small one. These were, that middle one I'm showing, it was quite popular at one of our electrical stores, which is no longer with us, Servo Radio in Merton. A very, very good shop. It's long since gone. Spent many hours in there. A few more lamps there. There's another one of these Atlas lamps. Anyhow, let's just spot round, have a look round at quick other things that might be there. Carbon lamps are always of interest. There's an old carbon. This lamp here, as far as I know, I don't even know where I got it from, but when I was very young and a fair came to town, these were the type of lamps that you'd often see to light the fair up. There's no name on it. An unusual base. Well, that's unusual. It's all metal. It's a Goliath Edison or a Mogul sized base. There's the filament. I've never tried this one out. I imagine it's probably about 50 volts. If it was used for the fairgrounds, I think they run on about 50 volts. They always had their generators with them, and it was always interesting. The wires, they often just run across the ground. What else? We've got a couple more neons here. Excuse the dust on that. This is one of the Coronation neons. I have shown these in the past. Have a look at some of my older videos I put up. This would be a continental job. We've got another British. I'm going so fast. That looks like another Philips. You've got an English one there. I think that had the Mazda name on it. It's the old beehive again. Let's see what else we've got. There's a couple of neons here. These are American ones. American. Another one like that. As I said, I don't know how these are going to turn out. They might not be very good. Let's drop this down to a standard focus. Standard focus, no. Yeah, standard focus now, so we can see what we've got, maybe a bit better. As I say, wherever you look, you've got some interesting bulbs. And I say I got a lot of these bulbs from the collector up north. Downstairs we've got the figurals. They're the coloured lamps, Christmas tree type lights. 90% of those are in fact workers. As you can see, I'm surrounded. This side, as I say, there's a bus lamp. The old London buses use that one. The old Route Master. All those are bus lamps. Some other carbons. Got a lamp there from behind the Iron Curtain. I picked that one up when I was in Berlin many years ago. They had just fairly short after they pulled the wall down. Here we've got a hunter light type. These, by the way, are all workers. They're just tied up in the collection. Just running out of space. There's a car headlamp bulb there, blue. There's a UV generator. That was by Philips. This one's had quite a few hours of use. If you have any of these, if you do light it up, make sure you see it behind glass, because this gives UV light, which is very unbeneficial and not recommended. But put a glass jam jar over it or something like that. That cuts the actual harmful UV radiation. This is a Philips. Next to it we have rather unusual lamp there. Some of you may have come across these, I don't know. This I think was manufactured, or we've got the name Hambling on it, and it would have been used many years ago by an optician. It's an optician lamp. If I turn it around, it's got a little frosted window at the back. It's got a normal filament inside. I say normal, it's a rough service type filament with the normal base, and that would have been used by opticians. We've got an American carbon lamp there. We've got is that carbon? Yeah, another carbon pip top. That'd be an English one. Some squirrel cage lamps. And these squirrel cage lamps are the genuine ones. They're not the reproduction ones. There's a figural lamp. Another figural. I've got a load of these, I say, downstairs. Got so much stuff that I can put up and show you all. Anyhow, I'm going to upload this and put it. I'm just hoping they've turned out okay. I think they probably have. But there is, as I say, when I started collecting, it was not a popular thing, but now it seems it is, and there is a lot of collections out there and people that do know their stuff. I tend to stick to the earlier lamps. I have got a few discharge lamps, sodium, mercury vapour and that type, but my main interest is in the older lamps. We've got a discharge lamp there, black glass. That lamp is self-ballasted. It's got a filament inside plus an arc tube, and that would give out very deep purpley light, which is UV. I did make one of these that would be run with a choke and control gear, but this one, showing the standard cap, it's a BC cap with 2 pins. The ones which needed a ballast had 3 pins or pegs sticking out to make sure you didn't put it in to the wrong socket. I keep seeing stuff up here and thinking, God, what else is there? Anyhow, I'm going to stop talking now. I can do a load more at another time. It's just a case, I'm sorting out stuff. Well, at least I'm trying to sort out stuff. I've got my garden shed, which is virtually falling down. The roof is leaking. That lamp there, circular, that was one I picked up in the boot cell. The tube I've nicked out of it, and it's on my American lamp downstairs. The tube in that just suddenly broke. When I say broke, a piece of glass came out. I don't know why. It was kept intact, except for about an inch or so circular bit of glass which just dropped out. I've got no idea why not. Behind it, as I say, my other interest is the old phones. And the one behind it is a wall phone, GEC Mura phone. Mura meaning wall. A mural is a picture you'd stick on the wall. Mura. I think it's Latin. It means wall. Wall phone. As I could talk all day long, but I'm not going to. I will go through some of these boxes and show bits or items that are maybe of interest. It looks like I talk all the time. Collection of phones. I do telephones of the world. The last one of those I put up was the Contessa from Canada. It's almost identical to the American Princess phone. Few radios, torches or flashlights. I used to pick up a load of bits and bobs from boot sales. There's a Gothic candle there, that's one in the centre of the screen. It's a Gothic candle, and that's a worker. There's studio type lamps, those. Anyhow, I'm going to stop talking, upload these. I hope you'll see something here a bit interesting. And I say I'm very impressed with you other collectors out there who've got some very nice lamps. And the knowledge, well, it's unbelievable. It is good. Anyhow, thanks again. Any comments please make. If I've said anything which I got wrong, let me know, because I say all of us know so much. We don't know everything, well at least I don't, and I can make a mistake. Just before I go, show you a Lotus lamp, which I might have shown that before. That lamp's modern. I bought it at one of the Indian shops in Croydon. It's a compact, well not very compact, but it is compact, fluorescent. It's called a Lotus lamp. That looks like it's in daylight type light. Anyhow, I'm going to end now. So once again, thanks for watching. And I'll get these uploaded. Thank you.